And now, we will bring Lauren back up to the stage, and she has a few words for you.
Thank you, Amanda. My fellow scholars, it is an honor and privilege to speak to you today as your Scholar Body President. Thank you so much for your support and endorsement. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve as the Scholar Body President of John Adams Academy and welcome your input and participation. Here's to a great year. As we gather today on Constitution Day, let us reflect on what the Constitution is, the supreme law of the land. For a nation to be free, its laws must be fair, just, and in harmony with nature. Above all, its laws must be applied equally and impartially to everyone, regardless of socioeconomic class, status, ethnicity, faith, or political affiliation. But without an educated and virtuous citizenry committed to the principles of freedom, of self-government, the Constitution cannot remain a strong defense against tyranny. Laws are weaponized or ignored according to the whims of those in power. That is not a free constitutional republic. That is a dictatorship. Is this to be America's fate? What can we do to restore America's heritage and secure its future as an enduring beacon of freedom and prosperity as our founders intended? Our generation stands at a crossroads. For decades, a silent war has been waged against our nation, against its heritage, its principles, its very existence. This war has been waged from within, and the main battleground has been education. That is the minds of each and every one of us. My fellow scholars, as a nation, this is a war we are losing. Slavery of the mind is what we face, and what we must fight with all our strength. Powerful forces are bent on telling us what we must think, what we must not say, and what we must publicly avow to be true, despite all rational evidence to the contrary. Educational institutions, once sanctuaries of curiosity, intellectual freedom, and open inquiry, have been infiltrated. Debate and disagreement are actively discouraged in favor of forced submission to political and social dogma. People are afraid and intimidated into silence. This is profoundly illiberal and at odds with the founding principles enshrined in the Constitution. It is imperative we recognize and defend those institutions that remain sanctuaries from the raging storm around us. We must guard these citadels of freedom and fight for them. We are all part of one such citadel, our beloved school. We are so fortunate to attend John Adams Academy. I encourage all of you to embrace that and not squander your time here by surrendering to those forces bent on the enslavement of our minds. Social media, cancel culture, political and social dogma, these things. We should delve into the classics, live the 10 core values, and take responsibility for our own educations. We should strive to become the virtuous citizens and servant leaders capable of self-government the founders envisioned. John Adams, in a plea to future generations, sent us this message. Posterity, you will never know how much it cost the present generation to preserve your freedom. I hope you will make good use of it. If you do not, I shall repent in heaven that I ever took half the pains to preserve it." End quote. We should heed his admonishment. As the Constitution's preamble states, our founding fathers sought to secure the blessings of liberty for themselves and their posterity. We are that posterity, and we have a choice to make. The principles enshrined in the Constitution will never be obsolete because they secure the natural rights of all human beings. The Constitution does not bestow these rights. They are eternal. They pre-exist laws and governments. They are inherent to all human beings. Let us join together in the pursuit of the good, the true, and the beautiful. Individually, we are scholars and citizens with enormous potential, but individuals, however educated and virtuous, seldom win against open tyranny. We win by joining together in a cause greater than self. We win through courage, hope, dogged persistence, and the promise of a better tomorrow. So I ask you all, will we stand together? Will we win? Thank you.
That's a tough act to follow.